Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have one of the cars that is from the future. This is the 2023 Mercedes-Benz EQS. So what is the EQS? This is the Mercedes-Benz EQS. A lot of people can be confused. Which one is the EQS, the sedan or the SUV? So let me explain it to you. So Mercedes-Benz starts with the biggest electric car they sell, the Mercedes-Benz EQS sedan. I did a video of that, I'm going to link it at the description. And then they make this, the SUV version of the same EQS. So if you want a bigger car with 3 rows and more jacked up, you can get the SUV. If you want a sedan, you have a sedan variant. Then if you go down, you have the same when it comes to the EQE sedan and the EQE SUV. But there's no EQC sedan, there's only the EQC SUV. And there's the EQB that you can see right there when it comes to electric car, and the EQA will come soon. So all of their SUVs and sedans are turning electric because at 2035 there will be a point that there will be no gasoline engine cars manufacturing, only electric cars manufacturing. So that's why they're also going on the route. So this car, a lot of people don't like it, a lot of people do like it. Now let me show you the car's front fascia, but before that let me show you the car's key, because it has the same premium key as the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. This is the Mercedes-Benz logo, this is the lock button, this is for opening the trunk, this is the back with your panic button and an emergency key that you can open from here. Now I'm going to get inside the car and show you guys the headlights. Mercedes is one of the only companies, in my opinion, that I think make the best headlights that's possible in this world. So these are the digital lights. When you unlock the car, it slowly turns on with a nice animation. You can see digital written light right there. But when you turn it off, it does a much nicer one. So I'm going to get inside and turn on the lights first. So this is with the daytime running lights, with the hazard. This is with the headlight. This is with the high beam, without the high beam. Now if I come outside for showing you guys the headlights of the car. So it starts from here. This is your hazards light that is here. These are your daytime running lights that are pinned, but when the hazard's off, this is your daytime running lights too. Because it's an American spec, you have the side reflector, you have your projector setups here for your headlights and your for high beam down there, and it has a nice design at the side of the light too. With this chrome accent and this LED light that all the way surround the car from the side to the center to all the way to the other side. These are all Mercedes-Benz electric cars that get this feature with the light and the chrome bar that extend. Then you have the Mercedes-Benz logo and the hood, and then if you come down, you have the big Mercedes-Benz logo here with the radar of the car. If you go down, you have the front camera of the car that's right here, that is very advanced, and then the full grille has Mercedes-Benz stars in it. So it would look blank, so they just put Mercedes-Benz stars in it and it actually suits the car. Then if we come to the whole front of the car, the width of this car is 77.4 inches without counting the exterior mirrors. You have chrome treatments on this car and it's open here right now because it needs cooling, but if it doesn't, the flaps are going to automatically close. But the front is very Mercedes, that you can see by these side vents and aerodynamic parts, but it is a very nice looking car in my opinion. So if you guys come a little closer, you can see there's some very nice lines here, and this is actually functional. The channels are inside and you have the Mercedes-Benz stars here as well. So the attention to detail is mind-blowing. And then you have 6 sensors at the front as well. If we get up, you have 2 lines on the hood that are vortex generators on either side and on the side too, that make the car look more angrier and aggressive. Now let me show you the car's side profile. So the length of this car is 201.8 inches, and this is a very long car considering this is the coupe variant of the SUVs, but it's actually a real SUV. But the GLS is more longer than this, so this is not the longest SUV you can get from Mercedes. Now let's come to the front wheels. So the wheels on this car are the smallest that you can get, but you can get more bigger wheels. So these are AMG wheels. Obviously you have the AMG branding here, and it is actually very close and very electrifying design. And yeah, it's a very nice wheel in my opinion. 275 45 R21s, 6-piston ventilated brakes at the front with air suspension. If we get off from here, the hood doesn't open up the car. Then how are you going to pour your windshield wiper water? For that, you have to unlock the car first. So if I just wipe my hand there, car is unlocked. Just press on this. This flap opens, then you can put the water here. Simple, problem solved. You have the EQS branding here, first of all. Then you have these chrome treatments that all the way extend until the rear windows. That is fully nice. The rear windows are obviously privacy glass, like come on, it's Mercedes. And the side mirrors are very nice, but not bad. You have the hazard light here. This is for the side camera and actually on the door instead of the window, so it can be more aerodynamic for the side angles as well. And then when you unlock the car, the Mercedes-Benz star is right there. And then when you lock the car, it goes in. And then you can see the Mercedes-Benz logo always there when you unlock the car. Now if you come to the door handles, it has the same door handles as the new S-Class, the new EQS sedan, the new EQE sedan. It's the automatic door handle, so when the car is locked, it's inside. When you want to unlock the car, just swipe your hand here, it's going to pop out. Then you have the Mercedes-Benz branding there with illuminating lights behind it, and this is for closing it. For opening it, just pull, close, easy. And then if you come back, it's the same on the rear doors and it has keyless entry on all of the doors. If you come to the overall side, the wheelbase of this car is 126.4 inches, that is pretty good. And the ground clearance for this SUV is 7.24 inches. That is not bad as well, but it obviously has a side skirt and more chrome accent, so it doesn't look boring. So if you come to the rear wheels are same as the front because this is a 4-wheel drive car. This is the 580, so it has dual motors, one at the front, one in the back. But the 450 Plus is rear wheel drive because it only has one motor. But it has air suspension at the back with ventilating brakes but single piston. Then if you get up, you have nothing here. The charging cap's on the other side, but you have your wraparound tail lights. That's right here. Now I'm going to show you the rear of the car, but before that I'm just going to quickly show you the filler cap. The car is locked, you can't open this, so you have to unlock the car. For that, swipe your hand there, it does a sound too. And then if you just tap here, it's going to open. So with a 240 volt home charger, it takes 12 hours and 50 minutes to fully charge from 0 to 100%. But with a DC fast charger, it takes less time, 31 minutes from 0 to 80%. And for DC, you just open this, and then if you want to charge at home, you can just do it from the top. And then you have more information here about the battery voltage and everything else. Closing that, and now I'm going to show you the car's rear. So the height of this car is 67.8 inches. Now I'm going to get inside for turning on the rear lights. So let's get inside. So there it's on. So this is with the full light on, with the fog. This is with the hazard. Now I'm going to come outside. So the wraparound tail lights start from here of the Mercedes-Benz branding with these amazing designs for the rear tail lights on top, and then you have the hazard light down here. This is for the rear fog, and it all the way extends until the full other side, like the front lights as well, so it all the way comes up till here. And on this side, you have the reversing light, and it's on the other side as well, but the fog's only on that side. 4MATIC badge here. You have the Mercedes-Benz logo that opens for your reversing camera, and you have the EQS written here with 580. And then if we go down, because this is the 580, you have more chrome accent and a little more aggressive end, but no exhaust pipes, because it's electric. You have the number plate slot here of Silver Star, New York City, Mercedes-Benz. So thank you so much to them for providing this car to me. And you have the reflectors here as well with 6 sensors at the back. This is the rear windshield wiper with the Mercedes-Benz logo that I love on all of my Mercedes. As you can see right there, upper stop brake light, and then you have this big wing. Now I'm going to show you guys, is the EQS SUV practical or not? So for opening the boot, it's a Mercedes, I don't need to use my hand. If the key's on your pocket and then you just do that with your leg, it's going to powerfully open. Now if you come to the trunk space, so this is the maximum storage you can get without folding down the seats. This is the 5-seater version, but you can get a 3-row version for this car as well. So it's gonna be a 7-seater. If you check out the underfloor storage, you have the charger of the car, the 240 volt charger, that's the home charger, and you have a bag you can put that in. And then if you close this, these are for sound insulation. Because this is a brand new car, you have the floor mats here and the owner's manuals here as well with Mercedes-Benz branding on top of it, and everything's just so white. That's nice. You have a plug here for if you want to carry any electronics at the back. You have some more storage area here, but it's actually the number plate bracket for the front, because in New York City you have to put a number plate at the front, but in Toronto and Canada you don't need to. You have a partial cover too, so for pulling it you could just do that and then get that up. So it's a divider. Or you could just put it back too. And then if I get this back, that's going to go back there. You can fold down the seats by these buttons, so right and left. If you just push this, it's going to powerfully go down in premiumness. So slowly, with no sounds or anything, but it's going to go down. And then maximum storage, but if you don't want that much storage, you can get it up as well by these 2 buttons. And there it comes up. And then you can put the partial cover back for the divider. Easy, right? Yep. And then you have the reflector here for the car behind you, and you have lights here that project down so you can see at night. You have buttons here for closing the boot and locking the car. But why do I use my hands? It's a Mercedes. Because just close the boot with your leg. And there it goes down. So on the EQS SUV, you can get 2 variants. The EQS 580, that is the dual motor one, and there's the EQS 450 Plus, that is the single motor one. Now let's get inside the EQS. So now let's get inside the rear seats. Opening the door, it has a very wide opening. So fat people can get inside this too very comfortably. Let me just quickly turn on the lights for the back. So there's a button here, and there it comes in. So the interior color of this car is wonderful. Everything is white. From the floor mats of the car to the top of the car, everything's light color. No dark color here. So the seats are very comfortable. You have ISOFIX anchor points on both of the side seats. And you have a center armrest if no one's sitting at the front. Push this, you have a pen holder or a phone holder, and then you can put your beverages here. Sitting down, knee room's enough, headroom's enough. You have magazine holders on both of the front seats back, and on the cushions you have your soft cushioning too that Mercedes is putting on all of the cars, and it's just so nice. And then you can get the rear seat up, so if some people want to sit straight, it's for them, or you can get it back too and relax. And because it's Mercedes, don't even talk about ambient lighting. Like there's ambient lighting here that's on, and there's ambient lighting here too. Let's check out the window because it fully goes down. Mercedes, always doing the best. Grab handle is very big. You have the lights right there, and then you have lights here as well, so with microphones on either side for the voice command of the car. Going to open the panoramic roof, and the blind's going to open, and it is a very big panoramic sunroof on this car. There it opens. Rear portion different, front portion different. Now let's come to the center, because you have some things here. You have 2 USB-C types that are in blue, and then you have your AC vents here. But you can get 4-zone climate control, that's optional extra. Now let's come to the door. First, you have this leather up here with the same color stitching that all the way goes to the back. Different color here with the bronze finish here. Ambient lighting covering this full part. You can get heated and ventilating seat, that is optional extra. These are for the seat controls. This is the door handle with ambient light inside. Lock and unlock the car from here. You have the Burmester speaker that all EQS is going to get. Then you have this wooden finish with the window opener, and this is for the grab handle back there. Big bottle holder, and then you have the reflector and the light down here for looking down. And obviously Mercedes-Benz branding on the side plates. Now let's get on the front seats. First of all, you can see you have the AC vent that actually looks like a turbine, and you can actually turn it to for closing the vent or opening the vent, and it has ambient lighting on it. Then you have the dash. You have the ambient lighting and the bronze finish that come up till here, but you have two AC vents here that you can put up that sideways too. You have stitching on top, you have the offer here, you have an airbag there too. Then if you come all the way here, this is your rear view mirror that is auto dimmed. You have some light control, so this is for turning all the lights for the front, and this is for turning all the lights at the back. And you can turn it off from these buttons. This is for call me. You can put an emergency number in the car, so if you need to call them an emergency, you can just press this button. This is for if the door open, the light's not going to turn on. This is for this as emergency. These are the lights, and this is the panel if you want to open the front. You have to put it on ignition, obviously. If you want to open the front portion, you can just do this, and the front portion is going to open. And yeah, it actually opens a lot. And for closing, you can just swipe it again. And then you have microphones for the either side for the voice command, and you have vanity mirrors on either side with a light. Done. Now let's come to the storage. If you push this, you have a wireless charger back there with two USBs, and for cup holders, just press this button, it's going to come outside. Press this button, it's going to come outside. Then you can put your beverage. And for putting it back in, there, there. Press this there, and this is your wooden panel. You have your draft mode selector, parking camera, EQ, and vehicle settings. You have a fingerprint scanner here as well. It's for turning off the screen, mute, and the volume, and the hazards button. Press this button, this is going to open with more storage that's very deep, and then you have two USB-C types here, and this is in this brown, and everything's just white. It's just a very good combo. Now let me show you the car's infotainment system. So if you come inside the car and unlock it, so then it does a welcome display. So that's why I got in the car. It did the ambient lighting, foot on the brake, pressing the start button, and then it does the cool animation with the ambient light and the headlight at the front. So first, let me show you the infotainment. So this car, the EQS SUV and the EQS sedan, gets standard this screen, and this is the 56.7-inch hyper display, the biggest infotainment system you can get on any car. I'm so proud that I'm a Mercedes-Benz fan. Like, no one does it like Mercedes. So on this display, you can do anything, like everything. First of all, if you go on EQ information, you can look at how much battery you have, and in the 92% how much mile you can go. There, you can change the programs, like the charging programs, like if you're home charging, if you're work charging, standard charging, you can connect everything here. And then if you go here, you can turn on EQ charging. So if you press on the brake, it's going to charge the car with the regenerative brakes as well. You can turn that off as well. You can open the flap and close the flap from here, and these are the charging. This is for automatic charging on and off, and this is for you can pause the charge while the charger's in the car. Then you have navigation. I think Mercedes has the best navigation system. Just look at by yourself. Is there anyone who can do it better than Mercedes? Like, come on, it's the best. So now the car is thinking it's night outside, so everything's in this dimmer color. So you could see all of the places and the Mercedes-Benz logo on the map and the EQS right there. And then you can search where you want to go. So you could just put on new charging place, and then you could press on this. It's going to calculate, and then let's go. It's going to turn everything on. There, easy. Then if you come out of here, the navigation is still at the back. You can connect your mobile device for Bluetooth, so you can connect two mobile devices at the same time. Then you have radio, you have media for Bluetooth, you have apps, so you can connect your car with the Mercedes-Benz app as well. Then if you go on comfort, these are for the seating dynamics, and then you can change the ambient lighting colors to different ones. So I'm just gonna keep it to this, so it keeps changing and changing often. So where were we? Next is information. You can go to energy flow, that how is the energy flowing. You can see the battery as its center, front and rear motor. This is for vehicle. So how much you're pressing on the brake, how much you're pressing on the gas, it's going to show there. And if you press on the gas, you see there's a sound playing on the background that is actually telling you that's the sound from electric. And if you press on the gas, that is for the acceleration. So if you press on the foot like fully for gas, now the car is like going. So this is the first car I could have showed you this feature. And yeah, it also shows you the aerodynamic and drag too, and if the car's tilted or not. So it's, yeah, very nice. And then you can go to settings and can configure it through different settings of the car and make it like yours. So yeah, you have different settings. Then you have smartphone connection like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If you get this down, you can turn that display off from here or keep it on. And if you want to control that display, I can't do it from here. You have to sit on this seat and then control that display. Like, wow. Turn that off. And then if you go on top, you can see the navigation times, like when are you going to reach there, how much miles it is, and you can just put it in this screen. So you have it like the ambient lighting, and this is actually a theme for the car. Now let's come to the climate. So this is for the climate because this is in America, that's why everything's at Fahrenheit. And if you get the temperature down, it does the blue. If you get the temperature up, it does the red. And this is for the wind speed. And same on the other side. And if it's synced, both of them do it. So yeah, that's it is. I'm going to turn the climate off. And then you can go to climate menu for the front and the back too. Easy, done. Now let's come to the back. Let's show you guys the steering. Steering is fully leather strapped, same steering you get on the sedan. And you have buttons here for this screen, you have buttons here for this screen as well. So you could go at home, change my displays and everything with this button. So I'm going to keep it like this. Now let me show you the car's instrument cluster. So now let me show you guys the instrument cluster of this car. Foot on the brake, pressing the start button. There, it turns on. And now let me show you the full screen. So first of all, you have different themes. So if you press on home, first of all you can go on this theme. So you have the speedo and everything's just a relax mode. Then you can go on sport, that is this, or you can go on classic or navigation, and the navigation's on, and then assistance or your off-road display or your service display. So I'm going to keep it on classic. And then this is your speedo. Top speed is 160 miles. Then you have the battery percentage and how much mile it can go and the maximum mileage it can go up before dying. And then this is your foot receiver gates. If you press on the gas, it goes up and down, and then it tells you which driving mode you're on. This is for which gear you're in, which comfort or sport, whatever mode, outside temperature. You have the parking brake on and off, ready, and the car's parked, it's telling you. You can configure it to different things at the center, like you can put the navigation at the center, media, assistance, then you have consumption, range, eco display, from restart and from start, and your mileage. I'm going to keep it the navigation at the center. And then if we come back here, you have your hazards and windshield wiper controls here, and you have your gear knob here. And then you could see two of the lights blinking. It's because this is a 3D display, so that's why it blinks, and it also blinks on your iPhone too, because it's scanning your face all the time. And then you have paddle shifters at the back, but not for shifting to gears, because this car only has a single speed automatic transmission. Now I'm going to show you the cars, show you the door, but before that, let me talk about the car's powertrain. EQS 450 Plus has the battery at the center of the car for the weight distribution, and it has a single motor at the back with a single stage automatic transmission. But the 580 gets 12 motors, one at the front, one at the back, and the same battery at the center for the weight distribution of the car. On this car, it produces 536 horsepower and 633 pound-feet of torque, and a 0 to 60 time of 4.5 seconds. And considering it's a very heavy car, because the weight of this car is 6,333 pounds, that is actually very lot for a SUV, and because it's electric, it's more heavy than a engined car. And the maximum range this car can go is 225 miles. I'm going to translate it or configure it in kilometer as well. But the 450 Plus gets 335 horsepower, so this has a lot more power than it. I forgot to show you the other door, so now you can just appreciate the attention to detail and the ambient light of the other seats. And the seats are very nice as well. Now let's come back to the door. I think I just realized there's ambient lighting on the seats as well. Like if I change the color, it's changing on the seat as well. Like the competition is dead. Like no one even stands in front of the EQS. Like look at the technology on this car. And it is dynamic seats too. And I forgot to tell you the competitors of the car that I'm going to do now. So the competitor of the Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV is only one, the BMW iX, that is also electric. So there's only two cars and you know which one is the best. But I have to look because I didn't do a video of the iX, but I'm going to do that soon. But in my opinion now, I think the EQS is much more good when it comes to technology. Now let's come to the door. You have a window for defogging the windows, you have ambient lighting back here with fine design AC vent that you can turn for closing and opening, and it has ambient lighting there too. This is for the light controls, this is for the parking brake, dead pedal, brake pedal, gas pedal. And then if you come to the door, you have, that's the voice command system, just calling because the phone's in the wireless charger. So you have your Twitter here from Mercedes, then you have leather all the way till the back, as you can see. Then you have ambient lighting and this bronze finish up till here. Then you have your control panel. You can control the right side seat from here, 3 memory seats, heating and ventilating, seat controls, door opener, lock and unlock. This is for the grab handle, window openers and window lockers, and exterior controls. And then you have the speaker here from the Mercedes, and then bottle holder, and you can open the trunk and close it from here as well. You have the Mercedes-Benz side plate, and I'm going to come outside with the key of the car that's in my pocket. So if you like this review, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. If you need any Mercedes-Benz in New York or outside New York, if you're outside New York, just come in New York and come to Silver Star Motors. That is Mercedes-Benz's authorized dealership. And I'm going to link their Facebook page and their address and phone number in the description. Until then, stay safe. Peace.